Hi, I'm Chiquita Gulati. I'm the chef and co-founder with Passion Restaurants, and we run Call Chotu, Spice Market, Yours Truly Butter Chicken, Nai Dali Ke Parathe.
I am Sumit Gulati. I'm a co-founder of Passion Restaurants. We met in a hotel management school. We were batchmates, and after graduation, we worked for a couple of years, and we decided to open our own restaurant here in Delhi. We started with Spice Market in 2008. Which was a fine dining restaurant, and we also operate Spice Market in caterings and gourmet delivery. In 2019, we started this brand called Chotu. The reason why it was an instant success was because it was restaurant quality food, but offering a very moderate price point. So it was catering to almost 70% of the market.
In fact, it was quite accidental to begin with because we were renovating Spice Market and we did not want to shut operations for a single day, which is why we went into the cloud space. It started as a experimental passion project, and I think the rest is history.
We had around 20 dishes on the menu, mostly things like Rajma Chawal, Kadhi Chawal, Maggi, rolls. I think with less than a 1 lakh rupee marketing budget, it started hitting about 150 to 200 orders a day within a couple of months. There is no compromise in terms of ingredients that we buy. The paneer or the chicken or the meat, whatever we buy, it's the same as what we have for Spice Market, which was a gourmet brand. I think formally in 2020, we figured out what we want to do with the brand, because by then we had enough proof of concept, and we started scaling up the brand to Noida, to Saket, and eventually to Gurgaon. We just recently launched a diner of this brand. I think it's one of the few brands that has gone from online to offline. The reason why we brought the Cloud Kitchen into a diner is because of the overwhelming response. I think a few months back we were hitting about 50,000 orders a month, just from about 5-6 Cloud Kitchens, which was an exceptional number. And we also thought about a very important aspect, that a lot of customers don't like to try a new brand that they discover online. So if she was not the founder of Call Chotu, she would have probably never ordered from Call Chotu. We switched to RestroWorks in 2016. At that time, we were running only one restaurant with, I think, 3 terminals and delivery from the same place. So I find the architecture really efficient, because there's a brand, format, cluster, and then outlet. The four layers. With enterprise integration, I'm able to push my menu for all my outlets on Zomato, Swiggy, with just one click. We also use the KDS. When you place an order on Zomato, the order directly goes to the KDS in the kitchen in front of the chef. So we save that 3 or 4 minutes, which are very important in the delivery world.
In fact, even for our internal assessment, it's very useful, because then we know exactly how much time it took to get a dish out, and that helps us with assessing our chefs, assessing our team.
And not just that, there is the analytics that I see on the Cockpit app that keeps me up to date as to if the outlet is off, if there is no revenue for the last couple of hours, or if it's lower than the last week. There's the anti-theft model that keeps me notified every time there's a discount or a reprint or a void QOT. And the fact that a bill cannot be modified after the time I have set on the back end, that is very useful. We started using the call center module, I think, in 2019. So every time you call any of our outlets, the phone is routed to the call center. Our manager over there is able to live track the order at every outlet through the live tracker feature. So there is no real need for telephone interaction at the outlet level. That, I think, saves us at least one person's salary at every outlet. The architecture allows us to add a new outlet very quickly. I think the most recent outlet that we opened in Rajouri, the outlet was live and integrated with Zomato, Swiggy, I think within 48 hours.
The biggest help that we get is, previously when we were using other softwares, at that time, the support, is available only on weekdays. It's a very standard Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 p.m. And restaurants rarely need any support at that time. It's always the weekend, it's always post 8 o'clock. And I think that way, Restroworks and us, we vibe very well together because Restroworks is also exactly like us. Any problem is sorted ASAP the minute we need it and when we need it.
So I think once we reach the optimum levels with this outlet, we plan to have more diners in the city. I think one in every neighborhood is the eventual goal. Let's see how fast we can get there.